What's up, guys? Welcome to your 102nd Android tutorial for the new Boston. We're going to learn more about the async task and what methods it can use and when they get called for the most part. So first, before we get too confused, let's kind of move these brackets down. You guys want to have two brackets here, and then we're going to set up some more methods again within this load some stuff class. Now let's just kind of go in order how it's going to read it and which methods are going to get called when we use that execute. Again, here's where most of the meat is for this class where we load the data and return something. But we also want to be able to receive it, whatever it's returning, and kind of maybe we want to set up some variables. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to say protected protected void on pre-execute. And again, we can refer to whatever is being passed in, like a string, f, something like that. And within this method, we can, this is going to get called first for the most part. So we can set up some variables if we want. For the most part, we don't need to for this class, but just to show you guys, maybe leave a comment. Example of setting up variables, or setting up something. And we get that f, or that string, and we can just set that equal to whatever, and there we go. This won't really do anything for the most part, so it doesn't really matter. And another method we can call is to get that progress. Again, we have an integer that we can refer to, and so if we have a progress method that kind of displays some kind of a loading bar or something like that, we want to access the progress method. So what we're going to say here is we're going to say again protected void on progress update, and it's going to take an integer, and we're going to call this integer array. I'm sorry. And we've worked with arrays before, you know, it's like that, but when we call them in or pass them in, you just want to say dot dot dot, and that's basically the same thing as an array for the most part. We're going to set this integer array equal to like progress or something like that is the name. And then again, we can, I don't know if I'm going to go through a progress bar or not. I might. If I do, it'll probably be the next tutorial. But then after that, we're going to say also one last statement that gets called after everything's completed, after we call a return method, whether it be our string that actually loaded or this null. The last method is going to be called protected, or it's going to be protected void on post execute, and we're just going to say string as well, because again we're returning a string here. So we're going to say string result, which we're going to rename. Again, basically we're either going to get a return null, or if everything worked right, we're going to return that string that we loaded called collected. And once we call this return, it's going to, you know, execute this method called on post execute, and we're going to get whatever that return was. So since we're returning a string, we're going to work with that. We're going to call it result, and now we can set up our text view within here. Our text view was called data results, or data result was it, and we can just say dot results maybe, dot set text, and then we can set it equal to our result, which again will be whatever we return. So let me format everything, and those are the four methods that you can use with this async task class. Again, pre-execute, do in background, which we're familiar with, and progress update, and also a post execute where we actually change our text view. So let's run it, make sure everything works, guys, and we're probably good to go with this tutorial. Again, I'm not for sure if I want to do progress update. Maybe I will. You know, it's something a little bit new that you guys might like, so I'll probably do that in the next tutorial. So let's make sure everything works. So we're gonna say internal data and just like a test text, something like that. We're gonna save it, and if we hit the load button, yeah, there we go, we have our test text there. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you in the next tutorial. Have a good one.